Now, a few times I've been seeing on my videos a couple of comments, and some people have been asking about, oh, how can I help to protect myself from this narcissist negative energy? How can I help myself? I'm still struggling. I don't know. My narcissistic husband is around, or my narcissistic parent is still around. I've been seeing some of these comments, but I'm not trying to be judgmental in this video, okay? I'm not trying to be judgmental because I know all these. I know where you're coming from, and I know what you guys are trying to say, okay? It is going to be difficult, people, to leave a narcissist. So we have, first of all, the trauma bond. You are still strongly trauma bonded with the narcissist. And eventually, of course, you most likely have got these codependency issues. So what is really happening is not that you cannot leave the narcissist, you know. You guys have to learn from the teachers that have been there. It is not that you cannot leave the narcissist. The reason why you cannot leave, why you feel you cannot leave the narcissist, is because of the trauma bond. That is number one. And secondly, you have been strictly and strongly codependent on that person. So you are most likely a codependent individual. But the truth is, when you will wake up one day and you make a decision, that decision is going to change your life. Ladies and gentlemen, I have tried 7 years to leave a narcissist. So it's the reason why I'm saying that I know where you're coming from. I have tried 7 years, but you see the difference between me and you, in those 7 years of the entanglement, I did not have any idea what I was dealing with, okay? So there was nobody came around and told me that, listen, Denzomos, you know, this person is a narcissist, okay? You need to understand that this whole thing that is happening around you is not about you. The whole entire chaos and drama is about the person that you're dating. So I did not actually know, and I didn't actually have any information about these kind of things, and I didn't have anybody to help me. But you see, the thing is, when I discovered that this person was a narcissist, when I discovered what narcissism was, and I discovered that I was in a very toxic relationship, ladies and gentlemen, I was out of that vicinity in about 3 days. I was ready in that time to go, because I knew that, okay, so this whole thing was not about me. It had nothing to do with me, because I was just with the wrong person. I was just with a toxic individual. So I took a very, very terrible decision. I cannot say terrible, very difficult decision to leave that person. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was leaving the narcissist, I just got 2 suitcases. I packed a few things that I could pick up, and I left that vicinity. I will not tell you that it was easy. It was very difficult in those first weeks, days, weeks, even sometimes months. It could be, I started cooling off in about 3 months. So I had to take a very difficult decision, ladies and gentlemen. I did not have a single penny in my pocket. The reason why I usually tell you my story, and I try to share these things with you, these insights with you, is because I want to encourage you. So you're an empath out there. Yes, I understand. You have got all these emotions and everything. You are very highly sensitive and everything. And you're usually very codependent on some people, okay? So sometimes you have got to stand up for yourself. If you are still with a narcissist, and you're still looking for a way of how to evade this negative energy coming from this individual, you're going to do that forever. Ladies and gentlemen, I tried evading that energy for 7 years, I've told you. I figured out everything I could do, because I would feel the intensity of that energy. The energy is very intensive and very toxic. I could find ways each and every single day how I can help myself not to get involved with that energy. And I tried that thing for 7 years, but at the end of the day, I realized this thing was killing me. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to live, you want to wake up one day and be like me, go out there and do the things what you've always wanted to do, and be your best self. Ladies and gentlemen, everything is going to start with a decision. So before you continue beating yourself up and thinking that Why is everything all of a sudden falling apart? Why aren't you taking off? Why are you all stuck? Why can't you wake up every morning and be yourself? Why can't you live in peace, in happiness and freedom? The reason is because you are next to a person that has got a whole lot of karma on their back. You see, the narcissist wants you around because they want to share that karma with you. You know, and when you're talking about the narcissist, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about very, very dark karma that is on their back, it's on their heads. So they try to make sure that they put that weight onto your head, okay? So because you remember that this karma is coming at the narcissist, this is the best way you guys are going to look at it. So remember that this karma is coming to this narcissist. It has been coming even before they met you. It has always been coming. Now, this karma is coming onto this narcissist. But now, in that moment, you are the person that is around them. You are the good person with a very good energy still around them. So what is happening is that now, when the karma is hitting the narcissist, it bounces off of the narcissist, and the narcissist now transmutes that karma. What do they call it? They forward that karma to you. So they are actually dodging these bullets because the bullets are still coming at them. They have hurt people. Those narcissists have killed people. They have destroyed people. They have stolen from people. They have done every evil you can imagine in your life. Now this karma is coming back and hitting at this narcissist. What do? Instead of taking that karma for themselves, they are now projecting that karma onto you. So this is the thing what you hear about, people talking about the projection. So when they are projecting their negative traits and things, and you're feeling like you're guilty for something, sometimes you find yourself apologizing for things that you have not done. That projection is the karma that is hitting those narcissists. So they cannot handle that karma. Now they project that karma onto you. So they do not have to deal with it. So the reason why you're seeing yourself suffering, you're waking up every single morning in agony, you're waking up in pain, you're waking up in confusion, you have brain fog, you have a lot of illnesses and sicknesses, you cannot run your businesses, you cannot go to work, you cannot take children to school, is because the karma that you're dealing with, that karma is not yours. Ladies and gentlemen, the energy is not yours. The energy that you're dealing with, that energy is coming from the person next to you. So sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, empaths, this is a very big lesson for empaths. Empaths, you have got to stop being people pleasers because you feel like, okay, so this person is your dad. Oh, you know, this is my father. Okay, so that is my mother. If I'm going to go away, they're going to fall sick or they're going to die or whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, you have got nothing to do with that. Because you see, you are serving a person, but you're paying the price. So whatever is supposed to be faced by that individual, whatever is supposed to go ahead to that individual, it is now being diverted to you. It is being projected towards you. Now that's the reason why you're actually carrying out a lot of these. That is why you're carrying a lot of this weight on your shoulders, and that weight, ladies and gentlemen, is very big. Is a very big burden to carry. So the reason why you see these narcissists keep on running up and down with the victims. So they finish destroying one victim and run off to the next one. They are on a continuous basis running away from karma because they know that there is something coming at them. Initially, or let me say intuitively, they know there is something coming at them and they do not know if they can handle this. So most of the times they want somebody around them to help them handle that kind of energy because the energy is still coming at them anyway. So that's the reason why you see sometimes when you leave a narcissist and they have not been able to replace you with an alternative source of supply, is the reason as to why you see sometimes in some cases, not all cases, but in some cases, you're going to experience those narcissists are going to start falling sick, they're going to deflate, even sometimes they can even die, they can even pass on. That is because they do not have anybody to take that energy. Ladies and gentlemen, when I left the narcissistic family dynamic, I saw all these things play out in front of me. That's when I knew exactly what was happening behind the veil. So if you're in a country, I don't know where you're from, you may be in a country whereby there are some kind of social services, they could be able to help you. I've told you guys, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be even easier for you and better for you to get out of that thing, the so-called comfort zone, that soft bed that you're sleeping with a narcissist, and those soft couches and everything, getting involved in toxic energy. You're going to have to take a decision to get out of that energy. You're going to have to take a decision, ladies and gentlemen. It may be even better for you. It may be better for you to end up living in a, what do they call those shelters? Some form of domestic services in your country. I don't know where you're coming from, but there has to be somebody that can help you. Ladies and gentlemen, do not sit around and think that nobody can help you. The reason why you think nobody can help you is because you have not started trying to get away from the narcissist. So you have to learn how to love yourself, ladies and gentlemen. You have to learn how to take the power back in your hands. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, I've told you, you might have to leave that house barefooted. You might have to leave that house with the 2 shirts or two pants, a pair of shoes. You might have to leave that house with nothing. But if you're a person who loves yourself and you want the best for yourself and you want to go in a positive direction, ladies and gentlemen, I could not be here helping you if I did not make a decision 3.5 years ago. So before you start feeling sorry for yourself, which I understand because there's a moment when I felt I was in that state at some point in time, okay? But sometime before you start feeling sorry for yourself and beating yourself up, you're still trapped with the narcissist, or you cannot leave because for some reason, maybe you don't have the money, or maybe you don't have anywhere to go. You have somewhere to go. Ladies and gentlemen, when I left the narcissist, I stayed at a friend's house for I think it was about 2-3 weeks. I called someone and I pleaded with them to take me in. So I had to leave and stay in their house. I was actually sleeping on the floor. I would just lay the mattress on the floor, and that's where I would sleep until I would get myself back up and, figure out certain things for myself. And then I was able to move away and go further and live my life. So there is a place to go. Do not always think that there's nowhere to go. It is just wiring. You have been wired by that narcissist for you to believe that there's nowhere you can go. I had all those emotions in those days when I was living the narcissist. I thought that I had nowhere to go. And I thought that I couldn't make it. But ladies and gentlemen, I took a very powerful decision. And believe me, that decision worked for me. At the end of the day, I found myself in a better place in my life. So if you have not decided and if you have not started moving and started taking powerful decisions for yourself, you could sometimes end up getting stuck in that situation. Ladies and gentlemen, I can guarantee you this. Okay? So you need to learn how to love yourself more, ladies and gentlemen. You need to learn how to make very serious decisions, very critical decisions. It is going to be painful, okay? It is going to be painful, ladies and gentlemen, but you're going to heal. Wake up one day, ladies and gentlemen, make that decision. But you have got to understand and remember that the reason why you're suffering and why your pain doesn't seem to end is because you are carrying a lot of karma on your shoulders, and that karma doesn't belong to you. That karma belongs to the person that you're dealing with. That person has destroyed people. They have killed people. They have stolen from people. They have done all the evil you can think about in this universe, and they have run away and come into your vicinity, and that's how you are now sharing that karma with them. Is the reason as why you are not taking off. So wake up, empaths. It's time for you to wake up. There is friends you can call. There is social services you can go to. Law enforcement, I don't know, whatever. There has to be somebody you can call, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot tell me that there's nowhere you can go. The only reason why you think that there's nowhere you can go is because you are scared to take the first step. Okay? Back in the days, like I've said, I wish that I had the help that I'm giving you guys. Many years ago, I did not have this help. I did not have anybody telling me anything. I was somewhere isolated with this individual. I did not know what was going on. I was in pain. I was suffering. I did not know where to go. But at the end of the day, you are here listening to me, and I'm telling you this whole experience of these individuals, and I'm telling you what you need to do. So you had better listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. You had better start taking the first step. Stop sitting around and feeling sorry for yourself that you cannot. You can do it, ladies and gentlemen. All the survivors you see, you can go around on internet. You can go around on online social media platforms. All the survivors you will see of narcissistic abuse, they have taken a step to leave. They have left their parents behind. They have even left their pets behind. They have left their belongings behind. They have left their family members, the people they thought that they loved. They have left those people behind so that they can go out and heal and grow. Okay? So it's time for you to wake up. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. You guys know that I do love and appreciate your support. You can always book a session with me if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Desmos signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.